Today, we're diving into the latest buzz surrounding Apple's upcoming iPhone 17 lineup. Specifically, we're talking about the newly revealed iPhone 17 Air, a model that's already making waves for its design and price point. This sleek device is set to replace the iPhone Plus series, and we're here to break down everything you need to know. Let's start with what sets the iPhone 17 Air apart: its incredible thinness. According to a recent report, the phone will measure just 6.25 millimeters in thickness. To put that into perspective, the base model of the iPhone 16 is 7.8 millimeters thick. That's a significant reduction and a clear sign that Apple is prioritizing aesthetics with this new model. This slim design positions the iPhone 17 Air as one of the most stylish smartphones on the market, and I can already see it gaining traction among users who value looks over raw performance. Now let's talk about the price. The iPhone 17 Air is expected to follow the same pricing structure as the iPhone Plus models, which means it will start at around $800. For a phone that focuses on premium design, this price point is quite competitive. Apple seems to be aiming for a broader audience with this model, targeting those who want the prestige of an iPhone without needing the highest-end specs. It's worth noting that the iPhone 17 Air will feature less powerful hardware compared to other models in the lineup. This is a deliberate choice by Apple to cater to a specific niche: users who prioritize aesthetics and portability over advanced performance. By doing this, Apple hopes to address the shortcomings of the iPhone Plus models, which have struggled to find a dedicated audience. In fact, the iPhone 16 lineup will mark the end of the Plus series, paving the way for the iPhone 17 Air to fill this gap. The question is, will the iPhone 17 Air succeed where the Plus models didn't? Apple's strategy makes sense. While the Plus series failed to replace the beloved iPhone mini, the Air could carve out its own niche by offering a unique blend of slimness and affordability. And given the demand for visually appealing devices, the iPhone 17 Air has a much better shot at resonating with consumers. Interestingly, Apple's move to introduce the iPhone 17 Air has also caught the attention of its biggest competitor, Samsung. Reports suggest that Samsung's upcoming Galaxy S25 lineup will include a model called the Galaxy S25 Slim, which is being developed as a direct response to the iPhone 17 Air. The S25 Slim is rumored to match the Air's thickness, making it another contender in the race for the thinnest flagship device. However, unlike the iPhone 17 Air, the Galaxy S25 Slim is expected to feature an ultra camera and will likely be unveiled separately from the rest of the Galaxy S25 series. While Samsung's approach differs, it's clear that the competition between these tech giants continues to shake the industry. Returning to Apple's strategy, it's fascinating to learn that the iPhone 17 Air was initially planned as a standalone product. The decision to replace the Plus series with the Air reportedly came after Apple reviewed the sales performance of the Plus models. With the Plus line consistently underperforming, it's no surprise that Apple decided to pivot and introduce a model that aligns more closely with consumer preferences. It will be interesting to see how consumers respond to these new offerings. The Galaxy S25 Slim, with its rumored ultra camera, could attract a different segment of users, while the iPhone 17 Air will likely appeal to those who favor design simplicity. What do you think about the iPhone 17 Air? Are you excited about its slim design, or do you think the focus on aesthetics comes at the cost of performance? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. The biggest heavyweights in the smartphone world: Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max and Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra. Both of these phones push the boundaries of mobile technology, offering cutting-edge features and exceptional performance. But which one takes the crown as the best big phone of 2024? Let's dive in and compare them side by side. Design. Starting with the design, both phones have distinct looks that reflect their brand identities. The iPhone 16 Pro Max stays true to Apple's iconic rectangular shape with flat sides and soft corners. This year, it features an even slimmer bezel, allowing for a larger 6.9-inch display. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra, on the other hand, keeps its sleek, curved edges and integrates the ever-popular S Pen, a feature unique to Samsung's Ultra series. Size-wise, the differences are minimal. The iPhone 16 Pro Max measures 163 millimeters at 77.6 millimeters, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra is slightly shorter, but a bit wider at 162.3 millimeters x 79 millimeters. That extra width allows room for the S Pen, which gives Samsung an edge in productivity. Apple, however, introduces something new this year: the camera control button, a capacitive touch key that allows for zooming and other camera controls with a swipe. When it comes to color options, Apple sticks with its sophisticated muted tones: white, black, natural, and the new Desert Titanium. Samsung goes for more variety with options like Titanium Violet and Yellow. And for those ordering through Samsung's website, you get access to exclusive colors like Titanium Blue and Green. Display. Now, onto the display. Both phones deliver top-tier screen technology. The iPhone 16 Pro Max boasts a 6.9-inch OLED display with a buttery-smooth 120Hz refresh rate. As with the iPhone 15 Pro series, you also get the always-on display feature, which lowers the refresh rate to just 1 Hz when the phone is idle. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra isn't far behind with its stunning 6.8-inch AMOLED display that also supports 120Hz refresh rates and an always-on feature. One advantage Samsung brings is an anti-reflective coating, making outdoor visibility much easier in bright sunlight, something the iPhone lacks. Both displays are breathtakingly vibrant, but there are subtle differences in color. The iPhone 16 Pro Max tends to lean towards warmer yellowish tones, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra has a cooler, more tealish hue. A standout feature for the iPhone 16 Pro Max is its ability to drop its brightness to just 1 nit for easier nighttime viewing, great for late-night scrolling. Performance. Now let's talk about what's under the hood. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is powered by Apple's latest A18 Pro chip, built on a second-generation 3nm process. This makes it incredibly efficient, with significant improvements in heat dissipation and sustained performance compared to its predecessor, the A17 Pro chip. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra is no slouch either. It runs on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, custom-tuned for Galaxy devices. While the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 performs well, especially in gaming and graphics-intensive tasks, it tends to throttle a bit sooner than Apple's A18 Pro under extreme stress. In benchmark tests, the iPhone 16 Pro Max leads in CPU performance, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra takes the edge in 3D graphics, scoring slightly higher in peak performance. However, Apple's new chip excels in long-term sustained performance, so if you're planning on pushing your phone to its limits, the iPhone may have a slight edge. Camera next. Let's discuss one of the most critical aspects of any flagship phone, the cameras. The iPhone 16 Pro Max features a 48-megapixel main sensor paired with a new 48-megapixel ultra-wide sensor and a 12-megapixel telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom. Apple has also introduced a new lens coating to minimize lens flare, addressing a common complaint in previous models. On the flip side, Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra brings its camera game with a 200-megapixel main camera, a 50-megapixel zoom lens, a 10-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x zoom, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Samsung has packed in more megapixels, but remember, megapixels aren't everything. The iPhone tends to produce more natural-looking photos, whereas the Galaxy S24 Ultra sometimes leans into oversaturation, delivering more vibrant images. In low-light photography, both phones perform exceptionally well, but Samsung's larger sensor can capture more detail in some scenarios. For video, the iPhone takes the crown with its 4K recording at 120 frames per second, ideal for capturing stunning slow-motion footage. While Samsung's camera app offers tons of customization, Apple's new camera control button provides a more intuitive experience for videographers. Battery life and charging. In terms of battery life, the iPhone 16 Pro Max packs a 4,685 mAh battery, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra edges it out with a 5,000 mAh battery. Both phones are more than capable of lasting through a day of heavy use, but Samsung's slightly larger battery may give it a slight advantage. When it comes to charging, Samsung takes the lead. The Galaxy S24 Ultra supports 45-watt wired charging compared to the iPhone's 20-watt charging speed. Samsung also has reverse wireless charging, which allows you to charge other devices like earbuds on the back of your phone, something Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max doesn't offer. Software. Lastly, let's compare software. Both iOS and One UI are polished, mature operating systems, but they offer different user experiences. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is a fantastic choice. But if you're looking for more customization options, better charging speeds, and love the idea of an S Pen, Galaxy S24 Ultra might be the perfect phone for you. Ultimately, both of these phones are top-tier devices with a ton to offer. Whichever one you choose, you're getting a powerful, feature-packed smartphone that will keep you ahead of the curve in 2024.